Hello, welcome all my beautiful vibrant hearts and ephemeral souls who are Leo suns, have big Leo placements, or are cross watchers for Leo. Welcome to your month ahead messages looking at the month of November 2024. If you're looking for love messages, I have a specific tier on my Patreon that looks at just that. That will be linked down below. Gives you access to all the month ahead zodiac love messages so you can watch for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, whatever tickles your fancy. The way things are going to work today is that I have an oracle deck to look at your overarching themes for the month ahead. I will clarify with the tarot for further details and messages if I could pick the deck up. Once we get through all that, I will pull an overarching oracle theme from the Lover's Oracle, as well as some tarot cards to look at your major themes for love in the month ahead. And that is what we will be exploring on Patreon. So if what comes out here, I'm so sorry, my allergies, my asthma are awful. If what comes out there seems like that is of interest, it resonates, you want to know more, you're itching, you're curious, that might be a sign there are messages for you. So with that, let's get into your reading today. So it's going to be November. This is a time of harvest, of plenty. For those who are in the US and choose to celebrate, this is a time for Thanksgiving. So my intention with this is looking at what, in the month of November, you will have to be grateful for. This could be something that you either have active gratitude for, something that your spirit guides are encouraging you to do a gratitude practice about, things that you might be grateful for later but that are taking place this month, ways other people are grateful for you. So the theme is gratitude as we're looking through the month ahead. Ooh, take action. Okay, I'm hearing any action you take, particularly around the full moon, will be blessed. The full moon in November is the 15th. Yeah, I have a lunar calendar right there. So November 15th, it will be a full moon in Taurus. We have the number 14 as well, so that reduces to a 5. That is a number of change. So there are blessed changes taking place. Again, any action you take, specifically around the time, I love that it's a 14, and like the 14th, 15th is that full moon time, are going to be incredibly blessed, especially considering it's Taurus energy. Look at where Taurus falls in your chart, but just as a kind of blanket statement, this is when it comes to your abundance, your stability, to a certain extent, like anything that's improving your creativity as well as your physical health and well-being, very highly aspected here, like very positively aspected here. Some of you might be having a big shift in your career on the 15th or around the 15th. 10 of Swords is at the bottom. This comes on the heels of you cutting something out. I never really noticed this, or it's very rare. There's a little ladybug right in front. Even in the midst of something that feels or felt like something very difficult has, like ending, there has been destiny at play. There has been luck. There has been fate. Something I'm getting, because it makes me think of the old wives' tale of when you're ready, a ladybug will come to you and then fly away and like whisper your name to your soulmate or something like that. It's just really cute. So some of you, it's like a painful ending is actually the exact, it's the set for a new beginning. And I don't just mean like endings have to happen so beginnings can occur. It's like something about the painful ending is like the catalyst, the first step. The end of one cycle is the first step of like a new, very abundant, very blessed cycle in your life. Whew, okay, you have unleash your passions. I'm feeling career energy here very strongly. 333 on the timer as I was saying that. So particularly if you have an expressive career, if you communicate a lot. But this is really where whatever else comes out, something that you're going to have gratitude for this month is that it's interesting, we're talking about the ending of one cycle. We have 37 that reduces to a 10, and 10's always reduced to a 1. So the end of one cycle, the beginning of another. As you really unleash your passions, could be with another person, right? A creative collaborator, a business partner, a lover. As you really unleash your passions, this is very blessed. This is where I feel like you get that take action kind of a thing, like a very passionate action. Pardon my itchy nose. It's very, very blessed in the month ahead. I do see that. So let's see what else you get. Oh, the King of Wands reverse. After a period of having your confidence shaken a little bit, Leo energy, the Chariot reverse. Okay, Cancer's energy and Temperance. Wow. Okay, 2 major arcana and a court card. For some, there is something that did not get off the ground when it should have, possibly with a Cancer in particular. Something that did not get off the ground when it should have. I'm thinking it's a blending of fire and water, and we have Temperance right here. You guys were supposed to work together. You maybe have been, maybe you were supposed to move in together. But you were supposed to be successful together, and you had a role in this, right? Your role was to be somebody who was confident, somebody who was bringing the whole thing together, orchestrating something. Like you were going to be out front and somebody was going to be like your support partner in this. I know it's a very odd thing to say, and it didn't work out. So something's finally coming into healing, into balance with temperance. And I feel timing was a massive factor here. And you're going to be like, the thing you're going to have gratitude for is that it's finally time with Unleash Your Passions to go. It's finally time to take action where you couldn't take action before, or where the action that was taken, I almost said tooken, the action that was taken was not successful. I got to know, well, yeah, not successful. The Six of Wands and the Six of Pentacles flew out reverse when I said that. It was not successful, pardon my itchy nose, because there was not equal give and take. Whether it's between you and another person, or the effort you put in was not yielding something back because it was timing. So even let's say this is, you have a creative project, right? And you worked and worked and worked at it, and for some reason it's just not getting the traction. You're like, I'm doing what everybody else is doing. I'm doing I'm doing it in I'm doing the steps like I'm supposed to do. I'm following I'm doing everything right, but nothing is happening, right? Nothing's moving forward. Timing, absolutely timing. The Sun, and there you are, Leo. Something is finally getting, moving forward. You're getting recognition. I want to know more about the timing though. Like, what was the issue? With Ten of Swords, again, at the bottom, some of you had to have a healing before you could be ready for this new stage. The Hermit in reverse to clarify temperance, Virgo energy, more major arcana. A lot of you had to go on a journey to find self, right? I feel like you've always had this King of Wands energy within, Leo vibes. You've always had this King of Wands energy within, but there's some aspect of like trusting yourself that really needed to occur here. There's also some spiritual understanding you needed to have to round out your skills, is something I'm getting. Yep. Ten of Swords, which keeps showing up, and Death. So you guys have been through it. Scorpio energy is highlighted here. We are in Scorpio season. You guys have been through it. This difficult, painful moment was the exact kind of incendiary spark of your transformation. This was the catalyst. This was the match that lit the powder keg. You had to go through a transformation before you're ready for this. Again, to really go dive deep, especially into self, into the subconscious, into your psyche, to round out your skill set, round out your spiritual understanding. The King of Wands is a wisdom keeper, right? The King and Queen of Wands, I think something we forget is that part of the reason why they're so magnetic and attractive is because they have spiritual wisdom to share with people. So they attract the people to them who most need to hear what they have to say, who would most benefit from their wisdom, from their inspirational speeches. They have something that inspires other people to take action, to be their best selves, to reach for more, because they have learned how to do that. So you already had those qualities. And this was really about learning some deep aspect of self, or again, rounding out some spiritual knowledge and understanding. Because with the Knight of Swords reversed at the bottom, it feels like there was still a journey of healing that had to take place. You may have had to learn to trust yourself more, to trust your wisdom and your discernment more. There's also something about not taking things at face value, right? Not sometimes to me, the Knight of Swords can be very much he always thinks he's right. He can be kind of a black and white thinker. So there may have been something about having to be more comfortable in the liminal space, having to be more comfortable with this and that are true. So it'll be different for everybody, but I do see those are some of the themes here. And it had to be that you went on this journey to go find it. That's why this took so long. What is this Unleash Your Passion though? We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. For many of you, this is a job. This is a job. This could be a new living situation. And the Emperor reversed with the Queen of Wands. There we go. It feels like you guys had to learn how to get out of your masculine energy and into your feminine energy. There had to be also something about releasing control. You're not trying to control the outcome, the answer, the understanding. You're really just following your passions and kind of trusting in the divine order of the universe. Ace of Swords, and that's where the clarity would come from. That's where the understanding would come from. Instead of, it's like finding a new way to think about things, finding a new way to understand things, to perceive things, to feel things, right? It's less about making something happen, and it's more about making yourself happy and letting the rest happen for you. You guys have been on that journey. A lot of you are unleashing your passions from that place this month, and I feel like you've been working on that in general, but this month is producing different results. So let me clarify the Chariot here. The Four of Pentacles. Okay, so you're having more financial stability. The Three of Wands reversed. Okay. And the Page of Pentacles. Excuse my burp. So you have a certain amount of stability the way things have been, right? But with the Three of Wands reversed, this to me always says change of plans. So you're getting your manifestation, but where, you know, it's like in order to get what you want, you got to take a left turn to get there. Like, oh, okay, this is like divine detours energy to me. So you're still getting what you want, and very pleasantly so, but like, whoop, we're changing plans. Little bit of something different. And with the Page of Pentacles, this tells me you're moving on to a new venture. You know what's really interesting? And the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. Whenever I see the King and Queen of Pentacles and Wands, whatever distribution it is, that's an entrepreneur to me. We've had the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles both show up upright. This means that you're in your feminine energy, regardless of your gender identity or expression. And you're able to draw down inspiration and make it materialize. And it's coming together in a beautiful way. I feel for many of you, you were able to do this, but you were operating in your masculine energy. It's been very much about going out and making things happen, taking charge. That might be something you're very comfortable with, right? Like, you're Leo. I get the vibe. But for you guys, you're all about, like, this next stage of your journey is all about you receiving, because your energy of passion, of inspiration, of wanting to take the ephemeral, that spark of something that just sets your soul on fire, and turn it into something tangible, something you can see, something you can show people, something that will ignite something in other people. That's the part of your journey. That's what you're meant to be doing. I love the fact that both of these show weaving. You were weaving one thing, and you're still kind of, those skills of like patience, determination, consistency, you've really like gotten those down pat. And now you're moving on to weaving something else. And see how this is less polished, but it's like, it's more wild, but it's the same kind of concept. So this is something that you have less experience with, but you're going to be prepared to do, right? Once you kind of get into it. So this is really a month where some of you are getting a new hobby, you are getting a new job. I do see that. And even though there'll still be kind of some wobbly moments where you're finding your footing, you're going to know what to do. And I feel, again, something very fortuitous. I wonder what that take action was about. Ooh, the Devil. Some of you are getting some money. Some of you are getting a new contract. Be careful, obviously, like of making sure that there's, equity and equal distribution here. The Moon, okay. Some of you guys are going to have to trust your intuition, your discernment with something. Seven of Wands. Be sure not to undercut yourself. Be sure, if you're selling an idea, a product, you're doing any freelance work, be sure not to, like, your ideas are valuable and potent. Your energy is also valuable and potent. Don't give it away for less than it's worth. Yeah. The Queen of Pentacles and Strength, but this is an opportunity you've been waiting for. I feel, sometimes the Devil can really be about, like, we can almost be in that energy, right? Where we're the ones calling the shots, we're the ones controlling things. And I kind of feel like that here. It feels like you know when to stay and when to walk away. It feels like you know how to wield power, but where it becomes excessive or where it becomes too controlling, and you know when to back off. You know your worth here with the Queen of Pentacles, and there's just kind of a note to remember it with the Devil. Remember your worth so you're not undercutting yourself. But for many of you, this take action is that after being restricted, after waiting your turn, waiting your time, you are moving forward, and it feels like you are kind of like requiring that anyone or anything that wants to be a part of your experience matches a certain level of value, and you're getting what you want as a result. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. And for some, there's be warned that setting your boundaries, setting your worth might initially cause somebody to walk out or to take an offer off the table, like rescind an offer. Let it go. Let it go. That's the lesson. If you knowing your worth causes you to lose a client, let that client go. They're not worth your time and effort. If you setting a boundary and knowing your worth causes somebody to want to be done with you, let them go. chances are they will be back first and foremost. You need to know that. But also, like, this is not about the moment. This is not about the end. This is about standing your ground. This is about setting a precedent. So be a long-term thinker here, and really defend your value and your worth. So that is what I'm seeing for your month ahead, something that you're going to have gratitude for. Again, very much gratitude for self, gratitude for your journey, and like gratitude for your sense of value, right? You're going to be able to explore your passions a lot more. But I want to look at what your major love energies are for the month of November. I'm not looking because I know most of the cards in this deck now, so I want to be surprised. Ooh. Okay, sorry. I know what this card is, so I was like, oh, that's at the top of the deck. This was the Twin Flames card. So there's that. But I want to pull your tarot, and then I'll show you the cards, and then we'll explore that more on Patreon. 10 of Wands. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. And the Ace of Cups in reverse. What's this one? 9 of Swords reversed. Okay. And the 7 of Swords at the bottom. I knew it. So this is your card. And it says, look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. And again, your cards are the 10 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ace of Cups reversed. So we'll explore that deeply on Patreon. So this is what I'm seeing for you guys. I hope that you have a safe, happy, healthy month ahead. If you would like to book a personal with me, by the way, you can do so through my website, which is linked down below. But I want to thank you so much, and I'm wishing you big, beautiful blessings. Take care.